Wake up! Wake up!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful Friday to enjoy the best Battlefield we've seen in a decade. Today we'll be discussing the newest addition to the fighter jet, which has broken the game in a way that is amazing for few and horrific for many. But first, a message from our... What? This can't be right. Is this real? That's what it says. Okay. A message from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. That golden retriever was reaching into his waistband. We were just following protocol. No idea what that means. Moving on. I hopped in partway through a game of Conquest with occupied jets, planning to get back to practicing my newfound love of flying. As a quick disclaimer, while I've been playing Battlefield since Bad Company 2, I've only just begun committing time to flying jets in the last week or two. I'm not a master pilot or anything, but I can generally hold my own and mollywop some amateurs when I get the chance. It is for this reason the new to BF-6 jet-equipped anti-aircraft rockets are just so disruptive. For a moment, this death was a complete mystery to me. I had flared even before the incoming missile alert appeared, and yet I was struck nonetheless. Having noticed that there was a new weapon available to the fighter jet, I jumped out into the menu to double check. Now, there's nothing actually new for the attack jet, but indeed for the fighter jet, there is a lock-guided anti-aircraft missile. So I hopped back into game to see what was up. So, real quick always, when you start a game, you've got about 60 seconds until the jets spawn. I hop in a Jeep and just do some crazy shit. I want to die pretty quickly so that I can get into the jet, but might as well get a couple kills, upgrade that badge for the Jeep, and just see what I can do before the jets spawn. Perfect timing. So we're trying to get the fighter jet here, which is perfect, it's still up, and we're gonna try out that anti-aircraft missile. Here we go. Alright, good luck. Looks like that guy already flared, so clean kill. Seems fair, no problem. I'm staying really high here. I'm really not trying to harass the ground too much yet. I just want to try out this AA missile. So we spot a chopper down here. Gonna let off his flares. I'll wait a second so that the missiles don't get distracted and let him go. Alright, not bad. Took out the chopper, took out a jet, but nothing really too crazy has happened yet. It all seems pretty fair. Looks like the flares are already gone. No problem. Other jets should be coming up any minute here, but I think I might drop some bombs here, just kind of farting around, killing some time. Keep an eye out. There he is. Let's see what we can do. So this guy definitely has his flares up. He just spawned. Fire the missiles. He flares after I fire the missiles. Boom. Still goes down. So, there's the problem. That's a pretty big problem, because as soon as a fighter jet is up and safe and is kind of doing his thing, you've got no chance. Because especially just a halfway capable pilot, all you're gonna do is just keep your eye out for spawns, even if they're on the runway. You know, you can time it. Good pilots will know exactly when you're gonna spawn, and they'll just be behind the runway. And you know, if all they have is their gun, you might have some opportunity to kind of like spit around or do some crazy shit to get out of the way of them. But in this situation, there's really just nothing you can do. So this is pretty much what the rest of this game looked like. Now, as I said, I'm no master, right? This is the easiest thing that I've done in a jet since I started. I mean, I've played against some shitters, but like, even then, you know, you might have to like speed up a little bit to catch up to them and shoot them or something. But in this case, you just kind of float around at a decent altitude, wait for them to spawn, let off your missiles, and it doesn't matter. They have flares, they don't have flares. I would imagine you can probably avoid these by just going real low, maybe, but this is just what the rest of the game looks like. It's insane. Now, there is, of course, a lot of similarity to the MR missile out of the IFV. However, you can avoid the IFV. You know, worst case scenario, you can just like kind of stay on your side of the map and stay out of range. But in this situation, if you're a jet, I mean, you cannot reliably stay. I think the range is 750 meters to lock. If you're in a jet, you cannot just stay 750 meters away from the enemy jet and be remotely productive, or even just do that. Like, that's an incredibly difficult task, especially on the smallish maps that we have in Battlefield 6. Maybe on Firestorm, maybe, but even then, you're just flying giant loops around the map. So yeah, I ended that game 39-0. I mean, I died once out of the Jeep, but 39 kills, or, well, I guess I got 3 kills in the Jeep as well, so 36-0 on the jet for an amateur pilot is completely bananas. The planes are broken, so the question is, what now? What do you do? Do you bitch and moan, make a big ruckus? Do you boycott the jets? No, my opinion, honestly, would be abuse this. Abuse it, abuse it, abuse it. Because for one, you're going to get a really cool dog tag. But for two, every player that you kill, every player that flares after you've fired a missile and you take them out and they still die, they're going to bitch and moan. So by playing this one game, I probably made 36 people, or, you know, maybe it was the same half dozen kids the whole game. Either way, I made a handful of people really upset. They're gonna bitch and moan. The more people that are bitching and moaning, the more likely we will have this changed. So, and like I said, I didn't really fly jets in the earlier games, so I don't know if this is the way it was in 4 and 5, or 3 and 4 rather, in 2042. I doubt it. It just doesn't make sense to me. But here we are.